Welcome to another episode in our DIY series, In the Garage. In this episode, we'll be upgrading our truck suspension with Torklift's no-drill StableLoads. Dave and I enjoy taking our truck camper off the beaten path, which typically involves bumpy washboards and potholes. So we were very excited when Torklift reached out and sent us their no-drill StableLoad suspension enhancement system. It essentially pre-activates the stabilizing effect designed for the rear springs by keeping them engaged and under load. This helps reduce side-to-side sway, body roll, porpoising, and truck sag. And when we don't have the camper on our truck, the StableLoads can be disengaged, reverting back to our factory ride suspension. Now let us show you how we installed them. When the package arrived, 3 out of the 4 StableLoads needed to be assembled. We found that laying out and organizing all the parts first made following the written instructions much easier. It was also nice having one already assembled to use for reference.
Made 2 of them.
That's a good start.
Well, I only made 1 because this one came like this.
Oh. Once we put together all 3 StableLoads, it was time to install them on our truck. First, we had to relocate the parking brake cable.
This part was a little bit intimidating, but really not too bad. Essentially what we were trying to do is gain some clearance between this leaf and the parking brake cable by installing this pre-made bracket that allowed us to move the existing bracket from up here down a few inches to here. We also needed to move this bracket down a few inches to the secondary space. And as you can see, it gives us plenty of room to keep it from rubbing.
Next, we marked where the 3 points of the StableLoad were going to be installed on the leaf spring. Or at least Dave attempted to.
Let's try that again. I didn't know where the hole was. Ready?
Yeah. He then used a drill to create small dimples on the markings, lined up the StableLoad with those dimples, and tightened it into place.
Good.
To engage the StableLoad, Dave twisted the wedge in between the leaf spring until the pin locked it in place.
And now you know it's in there right. Cool.
The pin took a little persuading, but once it slid in, we secured everything with a cotter pin and safety leash.
And for safety, this thing loops through and we'll bolt on right here. Look at this. So, hold on, let's try that again. God dang it. Okay, and then for safety, this leash will bolt on with this 7/16 inch screw. Just like this. And a nylon locking nut.
We repeated the same process for the front and back of the leaf springs around the rear tires. Since installing Torklift StableLoads, we've noticed a significant difference with our truck camper. We have better handling, it's a much smoother ride on washboard dirt roads, and we have less side-to-side sway while driving in windy conditions, allowing us to reach our destinations more comfortably.